All right, YouTubers. Um, just sitting here in the parking lot of the storage space that has held all of my stuff for the last 3 years. And I've been paying for this thing, you know. It's been it's not my residence, but in some ways it's been my only place left here. I mean, there's the place my son lives in. But the nostalgia and the different feelings of emotions I'm having right now just sitting here in the parking lot. I've got to go in there and unload all of the stuff into this vehicle so I can drive it back. And I know what's in there is going to be very heavy. There's some things in there that are weight-wise heavy, but also just philosophically very heavy. And I was thinking about maybe filming some of that. Here in a minute. It's really good to be back in the Bay Area. I went to the coffee shop this morning and saw some old friends. And I was like, they were all like, wow, it's been a while. And I said, yeah, I know. I mean, when I have come back into town, I haven't really gone to a lot of these places. I've been busy trying to see my son and do different things like that. But it feels awkward and uncomfortable now. Like I don't feel like I belong as much as I used to feel like I belong. So I don't know. This placelessness is without root or locus. It's kind of a fog or a haze. I know I love California. I know I'm most comfortable in Northern California. I now can move around the Bay in a manner that, you know, I could find a spot here. But a lot of my old neighborhoods have changed. I mean, they've gentrified, so-called, and the rents are just absurd. I mean, beyond what I think many people in the country could imagine that people would pay. But then my son yesterday, he was walking down the road, and he was telling me it's just also different, and it's so expensive. But he says, I can see why people do it. And I went, what? And he goes, yeah, because it's a pretty great place to live. He said it quietly, just... So his contentedness, I think, is legitimate. My absence is the problem. And I'd really like to be here, frankly. So I've got to figure out how all this is going to work. Midlife. Rock, hard place. Upstream, downstream. Right? The old folks need help dying. The young folks need help growing. And where you're at in the middle doesn't really matter so much anymore, what happens to you. Midlife. MTK the Octopus. Okay, you guys are going to see some crazy stuff here in a minute.